without further ado, I'd love to bring up our first interview here. We're bringing up Kevin O'Leary, the brand manager for Battlefield 3. And no doubt about it, Battlefield 3 is one of those games right now that has a ridiculous amount of buzz involved with it.
We love it. We love everyone out there that enjoys the Battlefield franchise, and we're just proud to be able to bring the game we've always wanted to make to everyone in a couple months here.
So let's just, let me just kind of fire right into it. I feel like I could probably ask you a million questions right now, but first and foremost, what do you think is the big draw and attraction of Battlefield 3 right now? I mean, the fans are literally, I saw the lines at Gamescom, I've seen the buzz on the net. What is it that is attracting so many gamers to this new version of the franchise?
What makes Battlefield great, and obviously Battlefield 3 builds upon everything, is just that all-out warfare experience. It's the only game that delivers to you everything from and vehicles, all these different pieces in there, destruction, team play, so you can work with your team, you got your squad, you have all the different modes, badass single player, showing some co-op. It's really just that cohesive experience. Everything's going on, never safe.
Now, I know for those of you that are familiar with the Battlefield franchise, it's been played in different ways over the many iterations of the series. I know I'm most familiar with like the ticket system that came from Battlefield 2. There was a little bit of a modification in Bad Company. Can you explain to us exactly what we can expect in a multiplayer experience as far as that's concerned?
One of the great things about what we have, so we obviously Conquest, kind of the original mode everyone's really familiar with from the Battlefield franchise. We also have Rush, the attack and defend modes. We have 5 main modes in there, including Team Deathmatch, one of our newest ones. And from that, we're able to do a bunch of different stuff. So for tickets and stuff like that especially, we actually have the tickets are still in there, and it's like the Conquest. The more bases you control, the faster the enemy's tickets deplete and kill them. So it's pretty familiar. If you're playing Battlefield 2, it should look exactly the same. And the same with Bad Company players. You're not too far away from what you're seeing in Battlefield 3.
All right, so many gamers are eagerly awaiting the title that comes out soon. To you, what is the most exciting aspect of this game? I mean, obviously the hype surrounding it is great, and seeing all the gamers go gaga over it is totally awesome. But for you, because I always like to hear from the inside, like, what are you so excited about as far as Battlefield 3 is concerned?
One of the things I'm actually most juiced about is that all of our maps are playable in every mode. And this is something we've done in the past, but we haven't done in Bad Company because maps are specifically designed to be for certain modes. But now that they're available in all of them, you are able to play different pieces of maps, and you really see them in different lights, and you won't recognize sometimes that a smaller level is actually taking place from a slice of a larger Conquest level.
And that is definitely an awesome aspect to it. Now, talking a little bit about the levels, I'm sure, and in fact, we're showing some of the footage here for Battlefield 3 right now, but the ultra realism that people are experiencing, I've actually seen some people mistake the game for actual like combat footage that's going on. Comment to me a little bit about just how much Battlefield is like pushing the envelope as far as the graphics and the engine is concerned.
It all starts with Frostbite 2, man. It is the most incredible piece of technology I've ever seen. Very, very, very fresh off the plate. A little difficult to work with, obviously, but we are producing an amazing game on this platform. At the end of the day, there's kind of 5 pillars we like to talk about for it. It's animation, destruction, scale, rendering, basically graphics and audio. And that combination of those 5 key things that make Frostbite 2 produce what you see on screen. You won't really pick them out individually so much, but that just produces an incredible game, and the tech bed for it is just unreal.
Now, you mentioned destruction, and of course that was something that was a big deal when Bad Company came out. The fact that if a guy's hiding in a building, well, let's just take out the building. So all Battlefield fans can expect to see the same level of destruction across the level?
No, not same level, new level, raised level. We kind of went both ways with it. We went micro destruction, so if someone's hiding behind like a box or something, you can chip away corner or cover, reveal their shoulder, their head, and take them out. But on the flip side, like the macro destruction, we now offer facade destruction. So if you shoot like an RPG at a wall, it's going to bring down the wall if it's up above you, and the rubble will actually kill people below you as well.
Oh, okay, I like the sound of that a lot. That will definitely make for some interesting gameplay. Now, I'm a admitted Redditor, and recently there was a really funny graphic that came up, and it said basically like, in game that will not be named, you can call in an airstrike. In Battlefield 3, you are the airstrike. Talk to me a little bit about the vehicles in this game, what players are going to be able to do, what kind of power and control they have as far as that's concerned.
The one thing we always treat Battlefield with is that your sandbox gameplay is yours. We don't want to like put a toy in there that you can only like open and close the door on. We want to make sure that you can play with every toy you see out there. So every vehicle in the game, you can pilot, you can drive, you can shoot from. And so jets, for example, everyone loves those jets coming back in there. And all vehicles actually now have a cool thing called stances. So you are able to fire sort of one weapon at a time. Take a tank, for example. You have like your main like 120 cannon on there, but then you can also switch to your coax. But we don't allow you to fire both at one time. And part of that is to help balance the way that you play, especially for like helicopters where you have, you know, air-to-air missiles or air-to-surface missiles, or your guns. Same with jets, go air-to-air versus air-to-ground. We want to kind of switch it up so it's a little bit more tactical. So as you're playing these vehicles, you got to know what you're trying to do with them.
Now, I even remember some of the old lands of past where guys would come in with their flight sticks and they would be, I am the pilot for our team. Do you expect that same sort of depth and level as far as Battlefield is concerned now, with just how gorgeous a lot of that air-to-air combat is that you mentioned?
Yeah, definitely the Caspian stuff you're seeing behind us, the air-to-air is unbelievable. Yeah, we do. One of the great things about Battlefield is that you can play any role you want out there. So in part of us being a squad, everyone can do something different. That's why we have the class-based system. So support, assault, engineer, recon, all those people can do something different on the battlefield. And obviously a lot of people love being like a tank commander or the pilot, especially in the helicopters. You can get a couple guys on the back running the guns, and you want someone that's good in the air on the sticks because then you just last longer, can shoot people down. So it's one of the things that we feel like. And you know what? If you get tired of flying the planes, go drive a tank. You know, go run around, go be recon, be assault, be at the front, be your combat medic. It's open, and everyone can choose what's right for them.
So additionally, we have all the class systems still in place that also came from the previous games?
Yes, we've done some modifications to them. Kind of a top line is the assault guy now has the medic kit. We found a lot of people, me, I love playing assault. I run to the front, kill a ton of people, get killed, go back, kill a lot of people, get killed. But it made sense that the medic, who was like way back with a support gun, bigger gun, a little bit farther away, they're like running to the front, then they get shot. So it's kind of like defeats the purpose. So we now have the assault class as a combat medic. Engineer is still the master and destroyer of all things vehicle-based. Support class is actually now probably my favorite. This big guy, big gun, and lots of bullets. And you can actually mount your weapon on any hard surface with a bipod. And it basically sets you up as a mini-mount machine gun. So you can either go blind fire and just kind of put your arm on it, or you can go down those sights, and it increases your accuracy and obviously your range by being stable. Then, of course, recon. For those people out there that are being, oh, there's prone again, like snipers are going to rule. They're not. We've added in some gun sway. So when you're trying to aim without holding in your breath, a little mechanic we've added in, it's going to be a lot harder. You can't just pick people off so clean unless you're really used to it. But we've also added weapon glint. So if the sniper's got you in his range down and you're looking in his general direction, you see that little flash on his scope, you know it's time to duck or run.
I love that concept. Well, Kevin, thank you very much. Any final words that you'd love to say to the audience out there or anyone here attending PAX?
We're just happy to have everyone out playing our game. We love the Battlefield fans. Game comes out October 25th. We're super excited. We have a limited edition out there right now. If you're interested in pre-ordering, get into it early. You get a bonus. You get it Back to Karkan, so anyone that's Battlefield 2 player, you're going to get Back to Karkan remastered as our first EP.
Awesome. Well, Kevin, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Looking forward to Battlefield 3. Hopefully you guys are too. So thank you. And we're going to be moving on to the Guild Wars 2 competition. Look at that. A lot of people excited for this game. So let's check out a trailer from Guild Wars 2 before we get started here. And thanks for joining us in the Alienware Arena.